Today the topic is Turing machine. We'll see what is the model of Turing machine and how to construct the Turing machine for different types of languages. First, we know that Turing machine is the machine which is used to check the acceptance of type 0 languages. So here, this is the model of Turing machine. Here we have tape, input to tape, and we have some finite control unit, and we have some head. So in a Turing machine, the head is can read or can write on the input tape. And input tape also, it's not a finite tape, it is an infinite tape from both the ends. So and head movement also, it can be from left to right and right to left. So the structure is similar like our memory which we used in our computer systems. So we can write into this tape, or we can read from the tape. And tape is also it's an infinite memory. And we can move forward or backward in the memory by using this head. This tape is mainly divided into cells. In each cell, we store one symbol. So empty tape is filled by the blank character. Here we can use any character, special character to fill the blank ones. Here we used capital delta. Turing machine can be represented by using various notations such as transition table, instantaneous description, or the transition diagram. Coming to the instantaneous description, Turing machine can be defined by 7 tuples. That means Q, sigma, tau, delta, Q naught, capital delta, or B. This B or capital delta is used to fill the blank cells, and F is the final state. Tau is the tape symbols, and sigma is the input symbols. And transition function is defined on the Turing machine as Q to Q into tau to Q into tau into left or right. So here from some state on some input tape symbol, we are going to some other state by either reading or writing some symbols on the tape, and the tape movement may be left or right. So this is the transition function definition in the Turing machine. For example, Q naught on A to Q1 capital AL. So what it means is that from Q naught state, by reading a small a input symbol, we are going to Q1 state by writing capital A. Here in place of small a, we change that to capital A by moving to left side. So that is the meaning. Suppose here you have small a means you are not writing anything onto the tape. Just we simply leave the reading input symbol as it is and move to the left side. And how to check the acceptance of a language by Turing machine is here from starting state, read the input string such that by applying some transaction, you must be in this position. So means alpha 1 some string p followed by alpha 2. So where alpha 1, alpha 2 are from tape symbols, and p is the final state. So there may be more than one final state in Turing machine also. The main thing is here from starting state on reading the given input string, we have to reach to the final state. So then we say that the string W is accepted by the Turing machine. And how to design the Turing machine is here I'll explain this by using this language L equal to a power n b power n, where n greater than or equal to. What the logic here here is as we can move the head from left to right or right to left. So first start from the starting symbol. So whenever a small a is there, first small a, convert that into the capital A and move to the right till we get the first B, small b. After reaching to the first small b, then convert that into the capital B and again come back to the next small a. Now change that small a to again capital A and again go to right till you reach to the again next small b. Change that small b to capital B and so on, such that why we are changing this small a to capital A, next small b to capital B, and again same thing we repeatedly doing here is to balance the number of A's and B's. So in the given language, number of A's must be equal to number of B's. So for each A, we capitalize A and we capitalize B also. So like that we balance the number of A's and number of B's. So after ending this process, if any small a or small b left on the input tape, means that number of A's or number of B's are more than the others. So if number of A's, number of B's equal, then equally we make them as capital S and capital B's. Then last reach till the blank symbol, delta. So whenever reach to the delta, then halt. And how to write the transaction functions here is, so first take starting state as Q0. Q0 on A, what we are doing, we have to make this A as capital A or capital X. Here we are making that as X and Y. A and B, we are making them as capital X and capital Y. So Q0 on A, make that as capital X and move to right. So now we are at here, now Q1 on A, don't make this A as capital X again. So go to right till we go to the first small b. So go on like that. Here Q1 on B, go to the next state Q2 and make this B as capital. Right? Now we have to move back to the next small a. So here we are moving to left side. After making B as capital Y, we are moving back to left. So moving back till we get the next small. Here Q2 on A, again make that as a capital X and move to right side till next small b. Here now we reach to next small b, make that as capital Y, again come back to small a and so on, such that here we may now at this point we make all capital S and capital Y's. So at this stage now we have to come back to the first capital X. So at capital X, first capital X means there is no small a's. Once you reach to the capital X means all a's, small a's are converted into the capital X. So move to right side. Move to right side and so on till the last Y. So when you reach to the last Y, then go to the blank symbol. So you are at the blank symbol means go to the final state. So here last we go to the final state. So stop here. This is the transition table and Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Total Q4 states we have. Q4 is the final state. And the tape symbols are input symbols AB and tape symbols XY. Is capital delta for blank. Transition diagram is this. So Q0 on A, we have to change that here to capital X and move to right. Like Q0 on capital Y, don't make any change, just move to the right. Like that, just transition table, represent it in a diagrammatic form. And how to check the acceptance of the string here is first start from Q0 and take the string. Just what I said, the same thing here also. Q0 on A, change that to X and move to right. Again Q1 on A, don't change that, move to right. Now Q1 on B, change that to capital Y and back to first next small a, and so on. Make all X and Y, make all A and B as a capital X and capital Y. Last go to Q3 on delta, go to the final state. So here we reached the final state. So the string is accepted by the language. There are two types of languages accepted by the Turing machine. One is recursively enumerable and recursive languages. So which type of languages are recursively enumerable languages? Means if a string belongs to the language, then it should go to the final state. If string not belongs to the language, then it should not go to the final state, mean it should be rejected. So if that is the case, that type of languages are called as recursive languages. Sometimes what happened is if a string is not belongs to the language, then sometimes the machine will go into the loop state. So that type of language are called as the recursively enumerable language. So these are some closure properties of recursive languages. Almost recursive languages are closed under difference, union, concatenation, intersection, complement, but closure properties of recursively enumerable languages are closed under only union and the intersection. So these are some properties of recursively enumerable language. Thank you.